Things to do. You have play full game. Entering team select screen. The Cleveland Browns, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously. A perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Way to go, boy!
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. And that was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady, but how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards in his career early this season. He's still got it, and what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity.
Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections. Now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passers.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 68 yards on the ground. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Entering play call, special teams, we have 6 options, kickoff left to selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. There you go, Jay Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This is Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Recent plays, there are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
On the heels of a good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, recent plays, there are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's the backup Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Quick slants. 0-1 trap. Y-stick. Outside zone. Stick. AHP zone double spacing. Recent play. Curl flats. Curl flats.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the 3rd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get his running game going.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 3 options. Return
After the
left
safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taylor now returning it. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That one goes for 30 yards. At the 43-yard line.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Entering play call, double slants.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Hunt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
plays. There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. HB stretch is selected.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Entering play
It'll be a
call.
pickup of
Recent
10
plays.
yards.
There are 8
And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering play call. Recent plays. There are 8 categories. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You make predictions.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Cross.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Buccaneers, nothing.
They put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Overstoring ring.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's the backup Gabbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty.
The penalty is declined.
Entering play call. Coach inside seam. AHB slip screen.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Keenum. His pass caught at the 4. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Here's Cyber now to add the extra point.
Options, advantage selected.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go here, we see Blaine Gabbert march back out onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
A first down throw for Gabbert. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again, Gabbert on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Gabbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tyler Johnson, 31 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options.
Right now, Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so. And isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Keenum. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
You're able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Cybered on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
White flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, Gabbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Ball, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Recent, cover 4 quarters. Overload free scheme.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Gabbert looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hudson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Gabbert, his throw incomplete. Passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Vaughn. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the
Entering play
board.
call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options.
Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They run again with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Suggestions. There are 8 the post shot. IHB base. Recent plays. There are 8 categories. You have 9 options.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Entering play call, recent plays. There are 8 categories. You have 9 double post.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
Now, the secondary really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came at him.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, error 6
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There are 6 categories.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, Gabbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 8 categories. You have 3 options.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run again with Hunt. Down right around the 25.
Brandon, got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 2, Keenum. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. We have 30 player. There are 8 single, specialty, field goal. There are 5 categories. You have 6 options.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And it is good. To be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back on the field. They have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
So the Browns in possession of football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game really is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Here's Cyber now to add the extra point.
15 options. Add event is selected.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Gabbard. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Gabbard now. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, Gabbard. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set him back 5.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 3 options.
Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Levante David in on the tackle.
And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.